Hello, everybody. Ah, just can't seem to get this light right. But it's a good day today. I'm actually going to walk around and see if I can do something with this light. Just bear with me. It seems like that might be a little bit better. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, it's better. I'm in the other part of my office now, so it's good to see all of you here. Kind of listen to me as I talk. I'm 65 years old and I've dealt with a lot of spiritual things lately. And it might benefit you to check this video out. I was just talking to someone in Los Angeles, California. I'm in Alabama. Look, things are not the same. You might want them to be, but they're not. Your conversations have changed. A lot of things have changed. So be aware of that. People are not going to treat you the same way. Some of them are very, very nice, and some of them just don't get it. Hold on. Guys, just bear with me a little bit. I just want to get this nice for y'all. I guess this is better. It's kind of hard to adjust to different changes. So my office has changed. I would have been in the back, but my partner don't use this one that much. So I said, well, why let it go to waste? I do a lot in the other room. I do a lot of analyzing, building, and stuff like that. So I just decided to come in here. I'm also an inventor. I got sick. I think it's 3 years back. You know, you feel kind of invincible before things happen. And then you find out that you are invincible. It's okay, guys. You can allow things in your life, but more important, you can disallow. Even the doctor wanted me to just give it up. He said, your heart is so bad that you are going to have, listen to this, 8 stents in my heart. Well, this caused me to change my life. Not what I ate, not my activities, my thinking. So I could have allowed the 8 stents to go into my heart. But I disallowed, and I said, I will not have not one stent in my heart. No, not one. I'm a different person, or I'm seeing the real me, not going for the status quo. Where are you at today? Do you feel like you just have to do everything the doctors say? Do you feel like you just have to do everything that someone that's in authority over you, what they say? If I had fell into that trap, you would not see this video. I would have been underground. He gave me a big thing of medication, basket of it. Why should I have a basket of medication? Which one's supposed to heal me? Which one's supposed to get rid of all these problems that I'm having? Not a one. Matter of fact, I was on stats and they had me out of my mind. Not that I was hallucinating or anything, but that is an experience you do not want, especially when you walk into the walls and you think, okay, I guess that's how it's supposed to be. Have my old man shuffles, just shuffling. And then when you get to the bathroom, you walk into the door jam. Well, I got to thinking out of my box. I said, this can't be normal. So after I got it together, I shuffled myself back into the bedroom. And I could see, I can feel me being oppressed. I even start cussing. I said, I'm not going to take another one of these damn pills. I took that basket of medication. I shuffled myself down to my kitchen and I put the whole basket down there. I said, I'm not going to take another one. So guess what happens? I have a heart attack about a month later. So my wife took me to the emergency room. They put the EKG on me and said, Mr. Nelson, no, you're not having a heart attack. Actually, Mr. Nelson, you are having a strangulated hernia. I've worked so hard in my life. I've worked 3-man jobs and sometimes 4-man jobs. Why did I work so hard? Because if I hired someone and it took 4 minutes to do it, and then there is none, that is my responsibility to get that 4-man job done. I guess you say, well, that don't happen. Yo, yes, hell, it does happen. I have the battle scars from the heart attack to the strangulated hernia. Hernia, come on, hernia, meaning I'm doing a 3-man job. I didn't care how heavy it was. It's going up because I was a cabinet man, but we had real cabinets. Sometimes these cabinets, just the wall cabinets, would be 4 feet tall and 4 feet wide. I take it up on the wall myself. I level them, I screw them to the wall, and I go to the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next job, and the next cabinet, and the next cabinet, and the next job, and the next cabinet. Come on, guys. Man wasn't meant to do this, but I was relentless. So, and I'm not going to tell you, take your time. No, you have to do what you have to do. My reputation was more than anything else, even though I found out people will try to use you to get money that they don't deserve. And you know what? They would leave the job and they would demand their money. I'm still holding the bag. Okay? I said all that to say this. They said, Mr. Nelson, you're having a strangulated hernia. I said, what the heck is that? He said, we don't operate now. You're going to die. He said, but we cannot operate because you're on all this medication on your heart. And I got to thinking about that. And in my mind, I put my hands up and I counted my fingers. I said, it's been 4 days since I took it. And because that's what he told me. He said, you would have to have been off this medication for 4 days. I got off the medication. It was 4 days exactly. They put me on that cart and they rolled me in there like the house was on fire or I was in a bad car wreck. And they took care of the problem. But they said, Mr. Nelson, you have another problem with the hernia. So we found cancer in the hernia. So after that, I guess they got to thinking about what's happening here. And then when the Creator spoke to them, the Creator, I'm not talking about nobody's God, nobody's devil. I'm talking about the Creator. After the Creator spoke to them, he said, look, what has happened here is your body caught that cancer, isolated it, strangled it by pushing it through the hernia. Now, where do you get this from? The Creator. So after they checked all that, I had to go through a test to see if there was any more cancer that they didn't get. And a few days later, they sent me a statement, said there is no disease in your body. I had disallowed any cancer to be in my body. My body responded, it found it, and it destroyed it. This is what the doctor said. And before that happened, with my heart, they was checking me out. And while I was on that cold steel platter, they woke me up and they had me to look up at the screen. They said, Mr. Nelson, look up. Do you see that? That's your heart. And it is creating new blood vessels as we are looking. This is the second time that the doctor spoke directly to me about my body. It didn't shock me. Why? Because I disallow anything bad to happen to me. I commanded my body to get into action. Do you know your body has over 50 trillion cells? Tissue, cells, 50 trillion. And each one of those cells packs a punch. Have you ever heard of a AAA battery? AAA battery has 1.5 volts. Each cell carries a voltage. Do you know what ours is? 1.2 volts times 50 trillion. And you wonder, remember how powerful you are. You was wonderfully made. You was made with a mission. You was made with all brilliance. So this is my leading video, and I want everybody to know who they are. Find out your I am. I am Gary Daniel Nelson, the first. Never will be another. I am Gary Daniel Nelson. I have a father. So I am the son of my father. My I am even includes my mother. I am the son of my mother. The I ams are so important. Who are you, Mr. 50 trillionaire? And we ain't talking about money. We're talking about something money can't buy. When you crank up, you can say anything out of your mouth. Believe it, speak it, disallow and allow. Disallow and allow. If you don't feel like it's yours, then don't allow it. I have one more story about my trek. I had to have another operation, and it required me being in perfect health. Otherwise, I'd die in the surgery. Even the test that they said that I had to have was a stress test. So now, Mr. Nelson, normally we put you on a treadmill and we let you run, but we must put you on the medication. Mr. Nelson, do you know you have scar tissue in your heart? I said, I know I got scar tissue. He said, Mr. Nelson, you don't understand. You have dead tissue in your heart. Okay. You only have 1/3 of your heart that is functioning, Mr. Nelson. I want you to understand what I'm saying. Bet. So we must do a stress test to see if you're going to survive the operation. That's why you're here. I said, okay. And I got to thinking, I said, well, I'd rather, now I didn't tell the doctor this, but in my mind, I said, I'd rather run that treadmill if I feel like I need to be tested for my heart endurance and fall out dead. This time they have a way to slap me and revive me. Medication don't give no mercy. And after it's turned on, who turns it off? I disallowed that test. Remember, disallow when you think you need to disallow. I told them, I said, I do not want this test. Okay, Mr. Nelson. They had called me and talked to me about it. And then about a week later, it went by. They said, Mr. Nelson, you ready to reschedule? I really got very angry. I had to tell my wife, you need to talk to these people, because I've said the last thing I'm going to say to them. There was a rage that came up in me because my word is disallow. I'm a 50 trillionaire. I know what I'm talking about. The Creator told me years before this, don't let them get you on your back. So I bypassed it. And I said, look, and see, some of you are going to have to listen to me. I don't care what you think about me. If you want long life, I don't have a prescription. The prescription is know your I am. Know how powerful you are. Know that you are bionic. You, more than speaking, you think who you are. You think what you want. You don't even have to be able to speak to make a decision. I know they said, well, speak. No, you ain't got to do nothing. Ain't nobody got to hear you. Disallow when you feel like you need to disallow. Allow and command when you think something should happen. These are simple things that I teach my grandchildren. I wish I could have told my children. You don't have to get all banged up off of every situation that comes your way and accept it. You're a 50 trillionaire. I got so much light. I got so much voltage. I can't help but to shine. I can't help but to be seen by the Creator. I am co-creator, and so are you. Boy, look, guys, it's your day. Take it. Take your day. Find out who you are. Name your I ams. Give me 50 I ams. You can find them. I am a cabinet man. I am an electrician. I am a plumber. I am a mechanic. I am that I am. That's who that phrase is for. Okay, guys, that's enough. But go ahead. Make your dreams work. Your dreams is your map. It's not magic. Your dreams is your map. Don't have faith. Just get busy. Okay. I love all of you. That's why I'm telling you now. I'm 65 years old. I don't know how much longer I want to stay here. I think once I get everything like I wanted, I get the people informed, I think I'm tired enough. When age comes, it's up to you to allow life or disallow. Don't be afraid to allow or disallow. This is Gary Daniel Nelson. We'll talk to you at another time.